Hey, fraternity bros, Dennis Martin Gillum. There's my fraternity. That's my fraternity, and that's where all my money goes because I got a kid at Clemson. Hey, just wanted to send you this video to let you know what I do during my talk on mental health and suicide prevention. Unfortunately, I lost not one, but two brothers to suicide 11 years apart. One while I was in college and one when I was outside of college in my career 11 years later. I don't dwell on that during the talk, though. I get that out of the way early because I can't. Nobody wants to come see a guy boo-hoo on stage. It hurts. I talk about my brothers, and then I talk about how I dealt with them. Brother one, I drank a lot. Is that a problem on college campuses? I'd say so. So after the second brother, I stopped drinking. And this year I'm 25 years sober. Yay me. But it's kind of a bittersweet anniversary because it reminds me that the night I got drunk, the last night I got drunk was the night I lost my brother Matthew. I went to the funeral. So that's what I do during the talk. Wanted you all to know that. Then I really transitioned to what I did afterwards, the sobriety piece. Do we have an alcohol problem on our campuses? A little bit binge drinking. Even though I don't drink, I think we should lower the drinking age. That's a blog for another day. Let these kids figure out how to handle it. I don't believe in hard liquor. That stuff, grain alcohol and all that stuff. But the way I address it during the talk, I'm not going to go on my rants. The way I address it during the talk just makes sense. I ask them, hey, if you're going through something, can you go through it sober? And I literally can see heads in the audience giving me the nod. We're negotiating now, and it's really cool to see. In fact, I got some feedback from a young lady who heard me speak and said, I don't know what you said. I didn't want to go to your talk, and that's how all my feedback starts. I didn't want to go to your talk. I'm like, no kidding. I didn't want to give it, but here we are. And she said, I don't want to go to your talk, but I went and I stopped drinking when I felt my depression coming on, and it made all the difference in the world. So yay. Somebody heard me. What I really specialize in is talking to dudes. 78% of all suicides are guys, and I love going at them. I just got done with a construction company. Nothing but dudes in there, and they wanted no part of this talk, and I come out guns a-blazing, and it was awesome. It went over very well. So that's what I do. I focus on resources. I go over if I'm on a campus, I go over the campus resources. Then I tell some stories. I focus on the warning signs, talk, behavior, mood. Those three, and I sell hope. That's what I'm selling, hope and social connection through storytelling. I can go over stats and figures all day long. I go over 47,000 Americans lose their life. It's 129 a day. I can do that. That's death by PowerPoint. I don't do that. I tell stories, and in the middle of the stories, there'll be some humor, and the message will land that life is worth living. I've gotten great feedback. Some folks, I did 2 national conventions this year. I did mine. Phi Sigma Kappa, and I'm reaching. I did these guys, Phi Delta Theta, and then I also do a couple chapter meetings early on this summer. So stay in touch. I just wanted you guys to see me. That's what I talk about. The talk goes like this, but we end like this on a real message of hope. And I'm telling you, the kids love it. They absolutely will show up for this talk. At Hofstra University, this kid said, Mr. Gillen, I didn't make it mandatory. I'm like, oh crap, nobody's going to come. 250 kids showed up. They want to talk about it. Do you? Find me. Let's make this happen. Cheers.